I'm already excited. This is as good as it's gonna get. I need a snack. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for another video. For those of you who have seen my miniature Sephora haul or a couple of the tutorials that I've posted since then featuring anything bright, fun, colorful like me, then you know that I've been just truly loving the Norvina Volume 2 palette because it just has some like gorgeous colors in it. I just want to jump in and really like play with these colors. I'm super excited to see what we create here today. I don't really have anything in mind other than I know I want to play with these greens. I hope you guys enjoy, and we are going to hop straight into the video. So I do already have my foundation and brows on as per usual. There's nothing special to it. I just put it on. Starting off today, the only thing, like I said, that I really know that I want to do is play with these greens. In particular, I just super duper love all the swatches that I did here. I have not touched this yet, which is actually one of the reasons that I purchased the palette, and so that is going to be the first shade that I pick up. That is called E3 in the palette. It's like this beautiful like turf green. And because these are pressed pigments as opposed to like traditional eyeshadows, I am going in with a stippling motion to apply, followed by a soft buffing motion. Is this a paintbrush? I'm gonna pick up a little bit of A2. That is this like highlighter, like fluorescent yellow green. I'm gonna hit just the tippity top. Again, we're starting with like more of a stippling motion and then switching to a soft circular motion, like scrambling eggs, just to kind of help those products like melt into each other and create that really pretty gradient. You'll also notice that even though I am dragging this color up, I'm not dragging it all the way into that brow bone because I do like to leave a little bit of space there. I feel like we've lost a little bit of that blue, so I'm just gonna pack a tiny bit more. Picking up that B1 color, feathering that into the outer corner and the inner corner. And that's gonna help work that like blue green and that fluorescent green together a little bit. I'm gonna take this C3 color, which is this really pretty purple, and I am not going to drag that up as high as we did that initial color, but I definitely wanna make sure that it like settles right in the middle, and then buffing this color a little higher as well. So I'm using the P. Louise base again, and instead of carving out the entire lid, I really am just focusing here on the center, and I'm gonna focus on getting like that nice, pretty rounded shape up here. And I often take my finger and just kind of like taper out the edges just to make sure that they're not too terribly harsh. So are you someone who usually uses the same palette over and over? Or when you find a palette that you like, do you often just stick to like one style or like one color scheme? I guess it's because I'm a makeup artist, but I use every single color when I buy a palette. And oftentimes if I know that a palette has a color in it that I won't use, I will be deterred from purchasing it. But in talking to, you know, clients and just my friends in general, I do find that it's extraordinarily common to purchase something knowing that you're only going to use like 2 or 3 shades, especially like collector's makeup items like Jeffree Star's line. Since Jeffree Star is like known for his packaging and crazy colors for the most part, I'll find people that are like, oh yeah, I own it because I wanted to own it, but I never use it. So what about you guys? Do you use every color in your palettes when you get a new palette? Do you buy full palettes just for the sake of a few colors that you really like? I realized that I wasn't talking at all while I did that about anything. So I packed that pink shade, which is D3, right into the center of the lid, and then I took that same purpley shade that we were playing with, which was a C3, and I tapped that not only here on the inner corner, brushing it out, but also on the outer corner to create that really pretty like halo eye look. The next thing that I'm going to do is pick that pink shade back up again and just make sure that we haven't lost too much of that center color. Picking up a little bit more of that E3, which is that like jewel tone green that we picked up first. tapering that across not only the top of this halo eye, but also making sure that it is melting into this purple on either side as well. I love pinks and purples, and I've just accepted that they're gonna stain my eyeballs for the rest of time. All right, moving on to the bottom, I think it's really only fitting that we do the same thing that we did on top, but in reverse. As far as like those green shades go, I'm gonna leave that pink and purple moment kind of by itself here, but I'm picking up that same jewel tone green and I'm gonna stipple it across my lower lash line, making sure that it tapers a little bit inwards here on the inner corner, and then really hitting this outer corner right here. And the next thing I'm going to do is go back in with that neon yellow-green color, and I'm gonna stipple it right here on the outer corner and follow it down here onto my lash line. I feel like if you're gonna own a palette this bright and you're gonna be playing with it all the time, you can't do just like a subtle pop of color. Like the whole palette is like this beautiful, like aquatic mess. And so our faces shall also be a beautiful aquatic mess. I'm gonna pick up just the tiniest bit of that purple. I know I said I wanted to like leave that moment up there, but I don't think that I can. I think I need to tap it right here into this outer corner and drag just a hair into the outer corner of that lower lash line, just so that the whole thing looks a little bit more like cohesive and so that purple doesn't seem to like come from nowhere. I think I've decided that what I want to do is pop something other than highlighter, I know, shocking, into the inner portion of our eye. I'm gonna use this pinky shade right here, and then maybe just a hint of that candlelight color, that's C1. I'm gonna take this A1 color as well on the belly of like a fluffy brush, swipe some of that sparkle right here in the middle of that halo eye, as well as a flick of that candlelight color right there in the very center. So if we're gonna be a mermaid, we're gonna sparkle a little bit, okay? So off camera, I just tight lined the upper lash line with a little bit of black eyeliner, and then I added some really pretty lashes. I forget which style these lashes are, but I do know that there's some of the Morphe Premiums because I picked them up from work. I love how like soft and like blown out and like fluttery they look, and then the band isn't too terribly thick, so they are actually fairly comfortable as well. And then as far as my lips go, I went ahead and added just a little bit of lip liner to kind of like round out the shape of them a little bit. My lips are terribly uneven. So in lieu of using any kind of like highlighter today, because I feel like we have enough going on the face now that we have like our nice like blushy warmth, and then we have all of that happening up there. Instead, we are going to be popping just a hint of shimmer here on our lips. First though, we're gonna go in with a liquid lip. This is the NYX Liquid Suede in the color Sandstorm. This is like one of my ride or dies. And then as far as the shimmer goes, today we're gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Which one is this? It's called Venus. It's one of their like sparkly lip glosses, and I love it because it smells like vanilla. I don't even like vanilla like that. Like, I don't like to drink vanilla. I will never be a vanilla latte kind of girl. This smell is just, it just does something for me. It's got the yummiest bit of like iridescence in it. Some of it's pink, some of it's purple, a little bit heavier on like the pink side. We're literally about to take all of this off. Alright you guys, and that is going to be it for today's tutorial. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you recreate it, please don't forget to tag me in your pictures. I love, love, love seeing you guys' work. If this is a little out of your comfort zone, keep in mind that you can always stick to more like neutral or muted tones and follow the same like tips and tricks, layering those colors instead to get a similar look, but with something that maybe you feel a little bit more comfortable leaving your house in. As always, I thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. Give this video a thumbs up if this is the kind of tutorial that you guys like to see, and also comment down below anything else you guys would love to see here on this channel. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.